Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Minecraft 1.21.5. It's today, and we are going to go and try to find some of the new stuff. So, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know a whole lot about, the spawning of a whole lot of the things in the new update. I know that there's chickens. I know that their eggs, I think, are actually different colors. So I might be able to bring back some of those chicken eggs and actually just get those chickens. I don't know. Hopefully. I also want to get some of the new leaf litter and leaf blocks and things. So I think my best bet for generally all of that is kind of to go up this way. I've explored most of this area, I think, but I don't think I've explored a whole lot off in that direction. And I think that is probably the best bet to get some of the new desert plants, and will probably run into a birch forest. So hopefully that'll be the case. And hopefully I will be able to do that, because I don't have a whole lot of rockets, and I have been procrastinating on actually building a creeper farm. So we'll see how that goes. Now, my favorite thing in this update that I just realized is that they brought back the jump fly thing. So it doesn't automatically reset your trajectory and your speed, so you can actually just kind of zoom across the ground, just like hopping around. It's great. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I have actually worn out like the Elytra twice just doing this around my base before. It's kind of fun. Now that aside, I think I need to make another map. I have one ready to go in my box, but I think I'm gonna want to bring probably one more. Alright, so you two can live there. And okay, that should be good. I've rearranged some of the shulker boxes, so I have, utility box with like a full beacon and a whole bunch of tools and things. And then I have a couple extra empty ones that I think, I don't know. I've got shears in here, I've got bone blocks, I've got, whatever I need. So I think I'm just going to grab the map from the wall, and we will be off. So the map that we're looking at is actually the second map out. So each of those is 4x4, or the fourth zoom level, if that makes sense. So that means that each map is going to be 2,000 on each border. So we're actually trying to get to the top of here, and probably a little bit past. So we're going at least 4,000 blocks out, probably 5,000, 6,000, I would assume. So I have a little bit of flying to do, and I will see you when I get there. I think we're going to make a small pit stop over here to see if I still have... Yes, the banners are still here. Nice. So I'm assuming the chest is full of junk. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take these banners, because if I want to mark a thing on the map, I will have to use the banners, and fortunately I have an anvil in a little bundle, so that'll make things a little easier. There's a lot of these guys, aren't there? Are they just spawning in? Is that what's going on? That is not a bad amount of XP there. Well, we are in the desert, just on the edge of this map, because I know that there's supposed to be... That is so weird. There's supposed to be new cactus flowers. So I think what I'm going to do is just set up a couple and watch to see if when they grow... Well, honestly, that might take forever, actually. Because this one was already loaded, they're not going to be the new sand block things, like not the dead leaves, the sand, the straw, whatever it is. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. What I'm going to do, though, is give you just a second of silence from me and boost the audio from the game, and hope that you can hear some of the really cool ambient noises that they have here now. That's so weird. I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, you cannot bone meal these. That is correct. Okay. It's fine. It is what it is. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get out the next map and some paper. So like I said, this has already been loaded in, so there's not going to be new stuff right off the bat. However, I do want to go ahead and make you a slightly larger map. And then one more. Cool. I'm not going to worry about filling it all the way in right now because I'm kind of low on rockets. And I kind of just want to, like, find the new stuff. So I think we are just going to do that for now. So going off what I remember, I think I've done most of this desert, but I'm not entirely sure. So I might fly that way for a bit, and then if that doesn't get me anything interesting, I'll probably just fly generally that way. So, we'll see. That giant pit looks familiar, so I think that probably means this is all explored already. Alright, I guess just north it is. Good news, everyone! Full-on lightning storm. Anyway, good news, everyone. We found, sea pickles. A mesa biome. And what that means, I think you can already see it. I sure can. That's pretty cool. Oh, look at that. It's so cool. Now, I think I saw something about how you can bone meal these, right? You can, and they're small. That's so cool. So, I'm assuming I need shears. Do they work with Silk Touch? Hoe. They do. Okay, that's interesting. Because these do not. Okay, that's cool. Nice, I like that. I don't even need to take that much since that's bone mealable. That's awesome. Okay. Okay, tall and short. That's cool. Let's put you in the yellow bundle. And I think we're just going to move on. Because I don't think... Oh, no, there might be chickens up there. I'm not seeing chickens. Which doesn't surprise me. This isn't exactly the plateau. This is just the regular Badlands. Is that what that is? I always call them mesas, but I think that's something else. Oh, flower cactus. Yes. That, I think, is the first camel I've seen in this game. Nice. So, okay, that's cool. I like it. Let's grab a couple more. Well, hello there, friend. Do you not need to tame these guys? Well, I don't have a saddle on me, so that kind of sucks, but nice meeting you. Oh man, can you... I cannot wait. Or I guess when we update the Java Coast server, and I can put these in front of my beach houses? That'll be so cool. So if I do this... Okay. I'm assuming these are like every other item in the game and can be destroyed. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. I had to check. I had to find out. I am having some surprising lag issues that I don't think should actually be happening, but here we are. Actually, it might not be lag, it might just be frame rate issues, which also should not be happening. So I guess I might be able to see some of the new animals over here, right? Ooh, thank you. And why not? I don't think I have a green one. Here's my bundle, as you can see. Any cows? Not seeing a whole lot. Looks kind of like a small town. A no-cow town. Unfortunately, seems to be the case. Now, this is off the map, but that looks like... Okay. Ugh. I don't have zoom anymore. That looks to be a decent direction to run in. Because any of the forests, I think, might have a better chance of finding a leaf litter than here, so... I think I might run that way a little bit first. Do you have any new animals? No, but there are 2 blacksmiths. That's kind of cool. I will always take... Ooh, I can ride a cattle... A cattle? I can ride a camel. That's the word. Okay. Not seeing an animal pen. So many cats. Oh, look at that. All right. I have now seen the new cows. There's a possibility that those are actually different animals counted in the breeding advancement. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of that. I should have checked the statistic first. Well, congratulations. Where is that camel anyway? Is it just all camels are, like, already tamed? Apparently that's the case. Okay. I think next we are checking up there. There has got to be a warm weather chicken up here, right? Apparently not. What am I talking about? There's a savanna right there. It's going to be in there, for sure. Just in case. Because I want to make sure I can get home. And you didn't drop any. Okay. Well. Ooh. That's kind of fun. Are you serious? Well, there's no chickens in this savanna. Maybe the chicken grass is greener on the other side of this river? Oh, the pigs! I didn't bring anything to breed you guys. Classic mistake. The sheep are still sheep. Okay. I heard that they were going to be making it so that specific color sheep are more likely to spawn in different temperature biomes, I think. And it just so happens that a while ago when I was doing the initial fly around for like the first couple set of maps I've got, I actually found a pink sheep. And I have it in a little pin in the ground, and I need to go and find it. But it is an original, so that's cool. Oh, more of you guys. Huh. Because of the horns, I keep expecting them to try to ram me like the goats. What is that? Because that looked an awful lot like one of those classic, when you just need to sleep real quick, so you just like build up a little bit and then over for a bed. If any of you have been playing that long, Kurt J. Mack I think still does those. Ugh, will I suffer through the rain or just wait? I think I will suffer through the rain. Why, hello there. Oh, you don't even need shears? That's awesome. Okay. And that's just for the ground. Gotcha. Is that a bone mealable? It sure is. Okay. So, is this the only type? I'm gonna wait for the rain to stop. This is annoying. So I ran back into the savannah to get away from the rain, and look what I found. Oh boy. A brown egg. Well, I think I'm gonna hang around here until I get... I don't know, I would like a stack of eggs. So 16. But I don't feel like pushing it necessarily. Well, since I have a captive audience, I might just wait. I'm sure I can get at least one chicken out of 2.5 stacks of eggs. So I think we'll call that good. However, I saw something when I was running back here from the water. I saw one. Where was it? Oh. Well, would you look at that? Now, let's see. First, if I bone meal you, you spread. Oh, I love it so much. Such good news. So I'm assuming if I break you by hand, you go away. That is correct. Okay. So next, let's see. Smooth hoe. You are good with the smooth hoe. Okay. So I don't need to check about the shears because that would be guaranteed to work. So I'm not terribly worried about that. And I saw something else over here when I was picking up. Was it here? No, I think it's over here. Right? Hello? Where was it? It was right by the river, by the water. There we go. Oh, these are the firefly bushes. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, so if I just... Okay. And I can just break you, and you will come with me. That is going to be so freaking cool. I have some of the dead leaf litter. I thought there's like another variety, but I think that's in specific biomes. I think I'm basically just going to run around until I find something that looks like it might have it in there. I don't know. I probably should have done a modicum of research before I decided to just dump in and start running around. I don't think there's anything else around here. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Firefly bush, regular sheep, scanning shoreline. Yeah, it's probably a little late. in the night. What the heck? That's awesome. Oh, okay. They do this now. I forgot to maximize the screen. Okay. Okay. So what causes that sound? Is it like what is that? The firefly bush? The regular bush, maybe? I got one of those new ambient sounds, and I'm not sure what block causes it. Okay, so I think this is actually the end of anything that I need to explore the warm biomes for. So... Oh! Dude. What? Well, that's awesome. Okay. I will take obsidian. I kind of want to check out the dark forest. See what's in there. Any new goodies? So I remember actually watching Minecraft Live, and I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't terribly informative, but maybe they assumed that people already knew what was gonna be added. So maybe that's on me. I don't know. Only you can prevent forest fires. Regular chicken. I really should have done... Okay, that... Is that a mangrove? Is that what I'm looking at? Oh, boy. Okay. We might have just gotten really lucky. Priorities. Let's go there. It is not a mangrove. That is a regular swamp, though. That's interesting. What am I looking at? Cold pigs? Cold pigs? Cold chickens! Yes. Just the one, though. Okay. This is a very pretty little swamp. This is kind of adorable, actually. Surrounded by the sunflower plains. That's kind of cool. Are there frogs? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. Of course, I somehow managed to find the smallest swamp ever. Oh, okay. I still don't see any mangrove. Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. After getting that excited and then getting let down and then excited again and let down, I don't think I could have taken that one. Before I go and get those, anything interesting up here? I would assume not, because this is just like, yeah, windswept forest, so this is just slightly higher elevation. Yeah, nothing really crazy going on aside from that. So this is about it. Oh, yeah! Okay, cool. I can't believe I'm this excited about basically, I mean, flowers. They're wildflowers. I'm assuming same old thing. Yeah, okay, cool. Is there anything else in this area that I should really be looking for, or was that it? I kind of think that was about it. So it's time to go and get me some mangrove. And maybe a cold weather chicken. Man, I'm really trying to care about that. I've already saved 2 forests. I'm sorry. I think I'm just going to grab a couple of these things and I'll be on my way. Oh, super cool trick I found out you can do. This will save me about 1,000,000 years of trying to, like, actually harvest one of these. So I can just do this. How cool is that? That's pretty neat. So the only other thing I need from here is a toad, which might be kind of hard to find. I also don't think I brought enough buckets for that. I will go and get another chicken, but at least now that I know this is here, that's nice. And all I had to do was go 6,000 blocks, 6,500 blocks away. Honestly, that's actually not too bad. I'm not even mad. So, I was doing some flying around because I was on my way back, and then on my way home, I actually found another pink sheep. So I decided that I was going to mark that one on the map, and then I realized, you know what? I probably ought to go and mark the other one on the map. So I started flying, and to give you an idea of... That is not as helpful as I thought that was going to be. Okay. So if you know, our home is here, and the map that we took out there was, you know, like there, I think, then I flew out here with this map, which would be here and here. This map, apparently, I had not been here before. That's where we currently are. I will show you a lot better demonstration of what I'm talking about when we get home. But I found the coolest little current update village, and it's just right over here. So it's on part of a meadow. It's in like halfway in a jungle, and then there's like a little divide, and then on the other side of the hill, there's a pale garden. How neat is that? It's so cool. It's so good. Oh, this might be my favorite village I found so far. Man, the leaf litter really just adds so much. Just like a little extra to the ground. I love that it's kind of halfway buried in the jungle. It's so good. That's awesome. I love that so much. While I'm here, though, is there a jungle temple? Not seeing a jungle temple. You are warm weather pigs. I don't remember if I bred you guys or not. One of the villages I stopped by, I decided to grab some of the carrots so that I would be able to do this on the way home. Okay, there is an animal in Ice Age. That's what these guys look like to me. I cannot remember what those were though. Were they like weird beaver things maybe? I don't remember. Man, honestly, exploration is probably my favorite aspect of Minecraft. Actually, okay. So there are probably two that I think I enjoy the most. The first one is literally just, getting some provisions and then just walking around the world. I love it. It's so good. The other thing that I love is just getting my inventory set up, ready to go, and then just diving into a giant cave and not coming out for forever. Actually, do I have... Let's grab a little bit more. I'm curious what these are going to look like. I found out after the last section of recording that the dead leaves actually are biome dependent. Now, are these? Those are the same. Okay. So one of the things about this update is that the sounds that they've added are contingent on the blocks. So, like in the desert, it's not that being in the desert biome gets you that sand sound. It's having all of that sand next to each other. The same thing is true with the firefly bushes. So those make like this cicada sort of buzzing noise. However, the pale garden, which is the name of this biome, has a different kind of sound rule, I think. So I don't know if this noise is going to play here, because I feel like it should have already. And I don't think any of the other ones really do. Let me see if I can get to a different area and maybe show you what I'm talking about. Alright, let's try boosting the... I think that would be ambient. Give that a try. Alright, maybe... Am I missing something about the rules for how these make noise? That's gotta be ambient, although we'll try blocks as well. And I'll just stand here. There we go. Okay, so maybe it has to be night or dawn? So, is that on blocks or is that on ambient? That's definitely ambient. Okay. So if we turn that down, significantly quieter. Look how cool that is though. Oh, I cannot wait to use that somewhere. But where? Where will I do this? Alright, so I just slept. And the noises go with the light. Okay, so those blocks are only going to play that sort of bug noise when it is approaching dusk and then up until shortly after dawn, I guess. Good to know. So what else would you have liked to see in this update? I'm curious. Like, for me personally, I don't know, I think I was kind of, because I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to the update news, maybe I got duped or wasn't paying close enough attention, but I was actually under the impression that we were going to have different season tree leaves, and that some of the leaves on the ground would be like, not just the brown, but also the sort of red and orange and yellow. And I think my brain kind of hyped that up a little more than I think they were actually planning on, which I think is more me than them, because Yeah, I just think I wasn't paying enough attention to the actual news of the updates, but these blocks just don't feel vanilla to me. But I think every update kind of does that, where there's like a new block in it and it's just, ew, that looks like a mod. And then, give it a week or 4, and then it's part of the game again. Welcome back to the cathedral. So this is the map that we got going on. And this is where we went the first time. This is where I found the new pink sheep. And a lot of off the map, but most of the interesting stuff was honestly like right on the other side of that. Let me get the pointer back so you can kind of see. Right on the other side of this map is basically where all of the interesting stuff was happening. So it's not too far away. And over here, I was looking for the other pink sheep, since I found one there, and decided that I wanted to try to find that one and locate that one as well and put that one on the map. But I could not for the life of me find it. However, what I did find is that a large portion of this map is new terrain, which is about where I found the village with the jungle and the Pale Garden, so that was fun. In other news, I found that apparently the Firefly Bush doesn't have to be in darkness specifically for it to work. It seems like it just has to be covered from the sky. So let's take these outside and do a little bit of testing. So if I take this and I put, let's say, so a block can't be directly over it, otherwise it won't work. However, if I do this, come on, you're making me a liar, man, come on. Okay, let me show you why I thought that was the case. So I came back and I came over here and was like, oh, this is a good spot. And then was surprised when, yeah, it started doing just a little bit of the fireflies. Maybe I didn't give it enough time or something? I mean, aside from the walls on the side of it, there's just a block over it. Well, I guess there's part of a tree, huh? This should be putting off particles, I think. Well, now it's going to be sunset, so it doesn't matter. Okay? Yeah, again, it's kind of sunset, so it's going to start doing it anyway. All right, let's give this a try. I'm going to remove the torches in this area and try to center them where the least amount of torches are. Okay. So it's full day, and I should be able to just do that and have them start appearing. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So if I block just a little bit more of the light, does that change anything? Yes. Okay. Interesting. So what is the light level on that block? Client light 13. Okay. So at 13, it gives off the fireflies. Is it still 13? It is now 14. And they go away. Okay. Interesting. So that's such a weird level for it to require for the fireflies to come out. Okay. Maybe they want them to be around during as much of the day as possible, but not too much? That's interesting. Okay. So if originally I thought that it was just like a block overhead, so they're going to test like half slabs and walls and things. But if it's light dependent, that kind of answers the question. Why don't I grab a couple of the slabs and stairs anyway? Just to see. Because going halfway is the reason I thought that it was just a single block overhead. So they're still there. Okay. Now, next question. This one is emitting fireflies. This one is not. However, if they're that close, will they add to the swarm? It kind of seems... maybe? No, I would say no. That, on the other hand, feels like it's... well, I don't know. It kind of comes and goes, so really who's to say? Because this one's directly under the sky, so this one isn't receiving any of the shadow from these, as far as I can tell, right? This should be 15. Yeah, 15 and 13. Huh. Can you pull a signal off of this? You know what? I probably ought to just do this testing and then get back to you once I figure that out. So I'm going to say thank you so much for watching, and let me know what you think of the new update. And I'll see you guys next time when I build an automatic iron mine. See you then. Bye-bye.